Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Good morning, this early Monday morning. This is a broadcast bringing to you the world at your doorsteps. This is where we speak to you the undiluted truth about the Biafran nation, about the Biafran struggle, about the lead counsels to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, about what is happening in DSS and other Mpaghara Africa and Obodo Oyibo in general. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you turn on the notification button so that you will be notified each time we go live or we post something new on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk, because we have a lot of channels related to Okute Daily Talk. We have sports channels, we have entertainment channels and the rest of them. So anyone you come across, please endeavor to subscribe, like and share, and also invite your family and friends so that they will be part of this ministry, because we are moving at the right direction. So without taking much of your time, let's go straight into the business of the day. Tighten your seatbelt, listen attentively, and this week will be a better week for all of us. Mike Ozekhome, the Sun, disassociates itself, his chamber, Nnamdi Kanu, and IPOB from every local and international unauthorized fundraising. A senior advocate of Nigeria and lead counsel to the 10 leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Ozekhome, has raised a concern over actions of fraudsters using his name, the name of IPOB leader and the IPOB led by Kanu to solicit funds for the prosecution of cases involving the Biafra nation agitator Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ozekhome said he had never directed and will not direct anybody or group or to raise money either in his name or in the name of his chambers or in the name of IPOB leader or in the name of the leader of the IPOB Kanu to approach individuals or corporate bodies for funds to execute cases for his clients, for the time is not right. The senior's lawyer reactions was provoked by a widely reported social media news that some people were going around the country seeking financial help from individuals and corporate bodies for lawyers handling cases for the detained Biafra leader. This is the one problem that we Igbo nations will always face. We always utilize every opportunity to scam our fellow Biafrans, and that is very, very bad. That is how they sold out Mazi Nnamdi Kanu simply because of the peanut that they are going to get. And that is exactly, since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been in detention, a lot of groups, a lot of miscreants have been making fortune out of it, claiming one thing or the other, and our people are very easy to be deceived. That is why you see them anywhere they go. You will find out that they are not fools, and but the gospel truth is that they love so easily and they follow like a cow. That is why a lot of people have been taking that advantage to scam their own fellow Biafran brothers, which is not so. The senior lawyer's reaction was provoked by a widely reported social media news that some people, we are going around seeking for financial help, which can never ever happen, and he had never directed such in his office. Ozekhome, in a statement released in Abuja and made it available to press, reads, "To whom it may concern, listen and listen attentively. This note is direct from the Sun, Mike Ozekhome, to the general public, to the Biafrans, to the IPOBs, both locally and internationally. Sir or Madam, cavite emptor. Public disclaimer by Chief Mike Ozekhome. Ozekhome the Sun. Unauthorized use of the name of the Chief Mike A.A. Ozekhome, Son, C-O-N, O-F-R, F-C-R-B, Ph.D. and the rest of them in his name and his chambers by unscrupulous elements in soliciting for funds, allegedly for the prosecution of Nnamdi Kanu's case. My attention has been drawn into the criminal and unauthorized use of my name and that of my chambers in the social media and other platforms by unscrupulous societal miscreants and criminal elements in soliciting for funds, allegedly for the prosecution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case that we are presently handling. The general public is hereby alerted that I, as the lead counsel for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader and the founder of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, or my chambers have never and will never in any way authorize anyone, whether as an individual, group of persons, corporate bodies, or authorities, to solicit for funds for me or on my behalf. So on behalf of my chambers, for the purpose of prosecuting the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or for any other purposes, howsoever and whatsoever, have never directed anyone to solicit for any fundraising. So general public, please be aware. Pass on this information when you get it. Make sure that it gets to every nooks and crannies of Biafra land. Whether you are in Obodo Igbo, try to pass on this information so that you will be guided. Because if you are not guided, these people will chop you, and when they chop you, you will have no anybody to run to. Because anyone giving out money on my behalf or in my name or chamber's name, allegedly for the prosecution of the cases of Nnamdi Kanu, does so at his or her own risk and peril. Neither I, as the lead counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or anyone else working with me in my team on the matters, will ever approach anyone or donors or corporate bodies, whether local or international, either through social media or by any other channel howsoever, to solicit for funds for the prosecution of Nnamdi Kanu's case under any guise, artifice, design, or circumstances howsoever. Anyone doing so is a fraudster and criminal element and should be treated as such. That is news. A message from Mike Ozekhome, the son. Such persons can cut, and they will surely, if they continue, will be visited with the full weight of the law. Similarly, anyone caught donating money to such fraudsters and criminal elements allegedly on our behalf will be traced and made to face the full wrath of the law also, sooner than later. Members of the general public are hereby strongly advised and cautioned to desist from ever giving any money to fraudsters and impostors soliciting for funds in the name of Nnamdi Kanu's case, as neither Nnamdi Kanu nor our chambers as his lawyers will ever approach members of the public through the social media or any other channel for the solicitation of funds for the alleged prosecution of Nnamdi Kanu's case. We have never done so. We are not doing so. We will never do so. So this message and this warning goes to the public. Either you are collecting the money or you are donating to people who are asking for this money without a verifiable source. Not even a verifiable source. There's nothing of such. So if you are donating and you are being the one collecting, if you are being caught, you will face the full weight of the law. That is the order from the Son. So whatever you are doing, be rest assured that Aka Yejidego one day, that hands must only touch you when the time is right. The security agencies are hereby put on notice to arrest and prosecute anyone or group of persons found to be engaging in the solicitation for funds in the name of Chief Mike A.A. Ozekhome, Son, CON, and other offices and chieftaincy titles, his chambers, or in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, allegedly for the prosecution of Nnamdi Kanu's case. Such an act is a criminal offense that attracts serious penal consequences. We are involved in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, not for monies or any other financial considerations, but solely to redress the brazen and serious state sponsored by violation of his rights as a person and those of his non-violent IPOP as an organization. So take this notice, and it shall be well with you. Do not violate the rules. Do not collect any money. Do not donate any money. Once you are being caught, either you donate or you collect, you will face the full wrath of the law. This is a final warning to those of you who have been using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name to swindle your own Biafran brothers or sisters or family members. Be rest assured that Akanawayawu will Fuaka very soon when the time is right. No amount of estimated blackmail, intimidation, harassment, sophistry, or posturing by sponsors, fraudsters, criminal elements, and those who will wish that Nnamdi Kanu perpetually remains in the governing gorge will deter us from the pursuing our missions, focus and goal to set Nnamdi Kanu free. And free he shall be, by the grace of Almighty God. Association Nigeria. Chief Michael Ozekhome, the Son, and the rest of other officers have spoken. So if you know how to pound on the mortar. You don't know how to pound, then let your 5 foot suffer it. because a word is enough for the wise. You also have to remember that any eye where they cry can also see. So let us go to Obodo Ibo. This news is from the Vice President of the United States of America, Harris. U.S. Vice President Harris announces $100 million investment in Young African Leaders Initiative. Let us see how we are going to achieve all that and what is the motive behind it. The United States Vice President Kamala Harris has announced plans to work with the Congress to fund an additional government investment of more than $100 million in the Young African Leaders Initiative. According to a statement released by the Okute Daily Talk on Friday by the U.S. Consulate General, Public Affairs Section in Lagos, Kamala disclosed this at the U.S. Africa Leaders Summit, Washington, D.C. It is stated that you said we create the Young African Leaders Exchange, the first Pan-African virtual platform that will enable the diaspora and other key stakeholders to connect directly with nearly 28,000 youth alumni from 49 sub-Saharan countries since YALE has launched in 2010. The funds will boost U.S.-African business relationships, especially in digital connectivity, gender equality, and women and youth empowerment. So that is all you need to know about the U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris and how she has planned to invest the sum of $100 million in Young African Leaders Initiative. That is a platform. So those of us, those ones who are really into this, you know exactly what to do and how to do it. I don't know about it and I am not part of it. I'm only passing on the message to those of us who are into such business or such into investments. Many fear death as herdsmen invade Enugu community again. The Amufo community in Isuzo, local government area of Enugu State, was attacked on Sunday by suspected herdsmen. Again, Enugu State again. What is Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi is doing in Enugu State? It's as if that he's playing politics with people's lives and property in Enugu. This thing is not first, it's not second, it's not third, neither is it the last. That this Amufo have been attacked, and the government is not doing anything. If wars won't come to what, if the GOC of the two battalion cannot do anything, then why can't you invite the ESN to guide that very community? Since the Fulanis want to take over that community by force, that's exactly what is happening. And you keep silent, you keep mute. All your people keep doing is just working for one place to the other with some weekend, looking for who is not looking for you people. Why the people who voted you in, who have vowed to protect lives and property, it is now the other way around. Lives have been lost, properties have been destroyed in Enugu State. For complete good, straight 6 months now, it has been from one attack to the other. People have been losing their lives. Innocent people, what is their crime? Their only offense committed is because they come from Enugu State or they are living in Amufo, their ancestral lands, whereby Fulanis want to take it by force. A number of persons are dead after the early morning attack, though figures have not been confirmed. Figures. When you know figures, that means it is more than 100 or 50. Families and residents are searching for missing persons after many fled into the bushes for safety. The attackers reportedly invaded Enugu from Benue State communities. The south, east, and north central states are shared border. Locals disclosed that though vigilantes initially engaged the assailants, they retreated after being outnumbered. The police public relations officer, DSP Daniel Ndukwe, confirmed the attack, adding that a joint police and army team have been deployed to restore order. How many times will this happen? Every time they have been restored they have been deployed to restore order, and in the next few days again, these people will strike. Does it mean that when things happen finish, you will deploy them? What are they going there to restore? To restore the dead bodies, or the destroyed properties? I don't understand what is happening in Enugu State. People really play politics with the lives and properties of people living in that Eha Amufu. The earlier the Easterners wake up, because this now it have turned to a tribal. It's turned to a tribal misunderstanding between the Fulanis and also the Easterners. And they are not saying anything because he didn't read them. Forgetting that this is how this insecurity grew. When we used to hear about Fulani headmen, Fulanis killing people, macheting people. In those days, I was living in Kebbi State. I always say this. I was living in Kebbi State, Yauri precisely, whereby our mode of travel then was always in the night. We enter night bus to reach Onitsha the following day. In the morning, then we do our normal business of buying. After buying finish, we load and still go back that same day, or we spend the day in Onitsha before going back. And all our movements, when we left Onitsha by 4 o'clock, all those axes, Katangora, Mina, Zungeru, and the rest of them, is a very terrible place to pass at night, whereby you will find a big stone that is even bigger than one-story building at the middle of the road. And when all these Fulanis are being caught, they will tell you how they command those stones with just a common ring. That is a traditional herbalist or whatever, what will I call it? Whether it's magic or whatever. In the middle of the road. And when they catch you, they find you don't have money, they will use their knife and butcher you into pieces. This thing does not start today. And people overlook it. Then we will think it's just ordinary, normal bandits, criminals, who is looking for, who want to rob. Not knowing that this is insecurity growing in the country gradually, until they take over the whole northeast, northwest, and north central. Now they have shifted to the southeast. They want to take over the southeast also. The south also is no-go area, whereby they even written a letter to one community in Ogun State that they are coming back to take over the what rightfully belongs to them, that the land of Ogun State belongs to the Fulanis. What are we saying? How are we going to confront this? How long are we going to keep on this? How long can this country keep on wasting the innocent blood on daily basis? People's lives are being lost simply because those power that be, none of their family members have been affected. Neither are them, because none of their family members are living in the country. They have flown all of them abroad. And then they have used security to guide themselves up to their neck, that not even a common stone, a grain of their hair can never fall, since the security is surrounded them. Yet they use people's lives and property to play politics. It's all right. We will see what everything in this life. I keep saying it. You have expiry date. When you are in the government house, you feel nobody can touch you, but very soon hand will touch you, because the eye where they cry, they see. When your time expired in the office, you come down, another person will take over, and then you become ordinary civilian. Police around 5 over Senator Sani Musa's attempted kidnap and assassination. The Niger State Police Command is on trial of the 3 soldiers and 2 police officers, including an assistant superintendent of police, allegedly involved in an attempted abduction and assassination of Senator Mohammed Sani Musa, representing Niger East Senatorial District in the state. This was made known by the State Criminal Investigation Department and the Intelligence Department, while arraigned 5 other suspects arrested in connection with the incident at the Chief Magistrate Court 1 in Minna on Friday. Those arrested and arraigned in court include Felix Clarkson, Oladele Peter Akano, Abdul Salisu, Inspector Babagana Alhaji. According to the police first information report, the 3 soldiers from the 31 Artillery Brigade Minna, including CPL Mohammed J, who are now at large, were armed with AK-47 rifles deployed to 31 Artillery Brigade Minna during the aborted kidnapping of the senator. The FIR stated that 2 of the suspects nabbed at the senator's house in Minna, Oladele Peter Akano and Sheriff Jambarima, presented themselves as an army personnel and staff from Office of the National Security Advisor to gain access into his residence. They are standing trial on 6 count charges of criminal conspiracy, attempting to commit an offense, kidnapping, attempted to commit an offense with armed robbery, criminal trespasses, impersonating a public servant, and mischief to property. The prosecuting police officer, ASP Abdullahi Mayaki, and Inspector Aliu Yakubu explained that the offences contravene Section 3, Subsection 1 and Section 3, Subsection 2 of the Kidnapping Law of Niger State 2006 and Section 95, 348, 132 and 327 of the Penal Code. According to the prosecuting officers, during police investigation, the suspects all confessed to have conspired among yourself together with the ASP Mohammed Omar, Inspector Yakubu Gabriel, and 3 others at large to board a bus from Abuja to Minna for the kidnap operation. However, when the charges were read by the presiding Chief Magistrate Malam Adamu Abubakar, the suspects all pleaded not guilty. The prosecutor then prayed the court to remand them in correctional custody just as efforts were ongoing by the police effort to arrest those at large. Consequently, the presiding magistrate ordered the suspects to be remanded in Minna correctional custody while adjourning the case to January 3 of 2023. That is all you need to know about the kidnappers who appear in police and army uniform or who are impersonating the army and police to gain entrance into the senator's house for kidnapping, burglary, impersonating, and other cases that are being read before them. Ekweremadu, we have confirmed our suspicion and it slams EFCC. Apex Igbo Social Cultural Organization and Ndi Igbo Youth Council Worldwide has on Sunday berated the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC over its role in the ongoing trial of former Deputy Senate President Senator Ike Ekweremadu. The group stated this while reacting to an alleged letter sent by the anti-graft agency to the United Kingdom court where the lawmaker is standing trial. Speaking via a statement signed by its national president, Mazi Oku Nabuike Ohaneze, insisted that its suspension that Ekweremadu's arrest was fishy has now been confirmed by the revelation in court on Thursday by the lawmaker's lawyer, Chief Adeboyaga Awo Molo San, that the EFCC authored a letter with which the London Metropolitan Police scaffolded the senator's bail on ongoing trial. Ohaneze also lamented that EFCC had decided to ignore other former executive office holders with well-known corruption allegations to hunt after Ekweremadu. The statement reads, the revelation in court that the EFCC indeed armed the London Metropolitan Police with a letter with which it scoffed Chief Ike Ekweremadu bail has justified our November 22 statement that the anti-graft agency was working hand in glove with foreign and local interests to detain and nail the lawmaker at all costs. Well, this is it sounds him right, because when they are telling these people that those you are dealing with, they don't even have your interests at heart, you think we are joking. You people have sold all your birthrights to the Fulani cabals, to your paying masters, to those ones who are colonizing you people in your own country for the second time. These people say all are lies. They are writing the letter of which that is very, very correct to detain you so that your properties can be confiscated. They have used you and they have dumped you. What is the name of this athlete of God said, you have been left behind. Your mumu don't never do. You don't do now. You have to face the music. Yes. What you people have created, they know how much you have acquired from being a senate for over how many decades. And now they want to reduce you to nothing. So that you don't stand up tomorrow to challenge them or coming to contest for presidency, because you have already know more than what you're supposed to know. That is why they have been writing the letter to keep you. Not even the EFCC is doing this. The cabals in Asarok are the ones behind all this. It sounds you right. If you people refuse to embrace your own people, you're thinking that these people they are paying you after every meeting in the assembly or the Senate house. You will Ghana must go back to your house, and they are watching you. They are taking records. They know everything that you want, and they will be the one also to make you to be worthless. You are the one who tell one. Yes, it sounds you right, and you people deserve what you are getting. Rotas have collected his own and calm down. Now it is your own turn to collect your own, and you will soon calm down. When you stay there, finish and come back. Let me see how you are going to go to contest again or become the Senate Vice President or Deputy Senate. Nothing. They can't even give you anything. You can only come out now and begin to sponsor people to go and run for office so that you control the looting from where they will control the looting from where it stopped. Just like James Ibori is doing in Delta State. That is it. They will reduce you to nothing. This is just the beginning. Coming down. Very soon they will freeze all your accounts and find one allegation or the other and put on your head. And every that money will be returned back to the federal government treasury. And they will also thief it from there. Just like Accountant General who stole over 109 billion naira. He's resting in his house using the money to even hire the best lawyer against the government. We disagree with the EFCC that the said letter was a mere routine to a counterpart government agency and that the asset for future proceedings instituted against Ekwuremadu only after exchanges of communication with the London police and while in detention was a mere coincidence. Even if no legally stipulated time frame for the EFCC to initiate for future proceedings or criminal charges against a suspect as claimed by the agency, it is patriotic, professional, ethical, and auspicious for the anti-graft agency to go after a man they claim to have been investigating since 2008 only when he was detained in London. Would the London Metropolitan Police arm the EFCC with a letter to sabotage the bail application of a British citizen, let alone member of the parliament, in a Nigerian court, pledges his readiness to go to court against that citizen in London while in London detention and go ahead to do exactly that? You see, they have used the money that's meant for the poor and buy themselves citizenship. Even the Ekwuremadu now is a UK citizen. You see, people who never believed in the country, who never believed that Nigeria can ever be well. The group wondered if it was honorable for the EFCC to refuse to inform the Federal High Court that they had investigated a former lawmaker for over a decade and he was currently unavailable because he was in detention in a foreign land, considering that such information will play a vital role in deciding to grant the interim asset for future. On this, they stated that it was shameful that the other countries like the UK and the USA would consciously embark on a mission to secure the freedom of each citizen if they were involved in a heinous crime in a foreign land, but Nigeria will never do the same. How can they do the same? Whereby if they free him, he come back to Nigeria, he is free. So this is the opportunity they have to skin him alive. We will to continue. I am very happy with this outcome. Besides, it is the most unfortunate that the EFCC has overlooked its urgent step, most recently relating to the humongous allegations of corruption against its last chairman, as well as other issues of illegal mismanagement of recovered or seized assets, but only to hunt after a distinguished Nigerian lawmaker in detention and facing trial in a foreign land, it concluded. It is very, very good. Hoodlums set Imo Magistrate Court on fire. Suspected hoodlums on Sunday raised a section of Imo State Magistrate Court located at Owerri, Olo Road, in Owerri, the state capital. Okute News learned that the suspects came with explosives and targeted a section of the roof of the facility. According to the Punch, the sensitive court materials and documents, including files, were burnt in the inferno, while the extent of the damage caused by the arson had not been ascertained. A source said hoodlums have razed part of the Owerri Magistrate Court located at Owerri Olo Road. It happened today, Sunday. This is very unfortunate. Owerri all the time. Burning all the time. Reacting to the incident, the police spokesperson for the state command, Michael Abatam, confirmed the incident and disclosed that the fire had been put out. He also informed the command that the command had begun an investigation with a view to arrest the culprits. This sad incident is coming barely 24 hours after the Olo High Court was burned by fleeing hoodlums. Can you see it? Owerri, Imo State. Which way forward? That is the question we need to ask ourselves. Hope is the danger, which way forward? Ihe dị ọha bi Kirolukwe, which way forward? All of you are there and all these things is happening in Owerri. So that means there's no any security outfit again in Owerri. Whereby the Olo incident itself happened close to the divisional police post. And close to this, what do they call it, checking points of the police officers. All these things will happening, you will find none of them at the post. When the operation finish, then they will appear from nowhere. They are now doing disappearing and appearing. May the God of our land see us through in these hard times. So my group people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom and the lovers of mankind, we are coming to the end of this early Monday morning broadcast. And I want to also use this opportunity to remind us, if you have not subscribed to this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk, please endeavor to do that. It's not by force. If it's from your mind to subscribe, go ahead and do that. If it's not from your mind to subscribe, fine and good. We thank you for watching and also passing our message to others. So whatever message you've had on my platform, there's a wisdom, one wisdom or the other to extract from it. So make sure you share this message with your family, friends, brothers and sisters, anywhere they are, anytime, any day. I am signing out at this very point in time. Until I come your way again, I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk from my own corner, bringing to you this day's broadcast. Have a nice day and have a blessed week ahead of you and ahead of us in all that we do in this week. We shall find blessing and the mercy of God and Chukwu Okiabiama shall protect and guide us. I am signing out for now. Bye.